Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman Adventures with Rhiannon, Stardew Valley, Retired Slow Play 108. We're on the first day of spring in year number 4. And we did everything we could do, but look at that, 538,000, we're doing great. We did, trying to make sure I got the right thing. There we go, water it, not the bad thing. And look, my fairy roses have popped. So now my beautiful garden is ready and I'm so excited about that. All right, while I'm doing this morning chores, which are going to be really limited because it's the first day of spring, I want to very quickly go through my housekeeping. Welcome to my new subscribers. Guys, you guys are just knocking my socks off here with every morning when I'm having breakfast and checking my YouTube app and I see there's more of you. I have the biggest smile on my face. So thank you for making me smile every single morning. You guys are awesome. So I appreciate you so much. And sometime during this video, there's going to be a secret word of the day. I want you to use that secret word of the day down in the comments below and be creative. Use it in a sentence. Don't say the secret word of the day is whatever, just be creative, please, and play along. This is a retired slow play, and what that means is I slow down and enjoy the game. And I don't min-max, I don't power game, I just enjoy the game. This is a chill game, and I play it in a chill manner. However, I do have a plan for the playthrough. My plan is going to be to get to 100% completion. And we learned in our last episode, we know how to find out or where to find out about our completion level. So it's going to be a little while till we can do it, but that's okay. All we got to do is find a whole bunch of golden walnuts and we can go find out, and we're going to do that. But first, as I said, we're going to have to no, give me that back, thank you. We have to not ignore our main continent here in our main farm. We need to get busy. We need to get our spring crops in, and we are going to get to it. And like I said before, I'm pretty sure I don't have enough cauliflower, and I should have gone to Pierre's this morning bright and early, but I just was wanting to get everything done as quickly as possible. As you can see that the farm is on the first day of the season, it's just covered and it's a mess. There's grass and everywhere, which actually makes hay, which is a good thing because we need to feed our animals while we're leaving them inside. Eventually I'm going to go plant some grass and let them out, but I don't have it done yet, and I really need to focus on getting this farm planted. If we don't plant, we can't make money, right? So we need to get busy making money. Oh, an artifact spot, otherwise known as the wormy thingies. We need the clay eventually. We don't get very much clay, so when I get it, it's a good thing. I think it's funny when you hit something and the frog runs away, you can't do anything with it, you can't catch it. It's just kind of there. It's kind of funny. So I'm kind of looking at things, putting things in order pretty much, the resources, getting those out of the way of the seeds, because I'm just getting ready to hoe this whole area and get as many things planted as possible. My main crop is cauliflower. That's the most lucrative crop in each for the spring season. That does not take into consideration the ancient fruits and the star fruits and the special things like that, but regular fruits and vegetables, it is the most lucrative. So we're going to plant in the middle of the field cauliflower. On the edges of the field, we're going to be planting the crops that have multiple harvests. So for spring, in this case, it's going to be strawberries. So all around the perimeter of the field, we're going to plant strawberries, and I think I might have enough strawberries to get them all planted on day one. That's always my goal, is the first day of the season to get everything planted. I'm not 100% self-sufficient, which is one of my goals in this game, is to be self-sufficient. You may say, what does that mean? What that means to me is I don't have to go to Pierre's and buy any more seeds. That is one of my own goals that I set for myself. So I want to become self-sufficient, which means I need to make my own seeds for everything. And I don't think I'm quite there. I was hoping that this year would be the year that I don't have to go see Pierre for seeds. Pierre's a nice enough guy and everything, but I want to be self-sufficient, so I don't want to have to go buy seeds from him, but I'm probably going to have to, and that's okay. It's all right. It's not the end of the universe. So I love our iridium hoe. Look at that, how much quicker that is. Can you imagine hoeing all this up with that little bitty hoe that we got in the very beginning? That would have been a no-brainer. That would have not happened. So it was a no-brainer to upgrade as quickly as we could. It did take a while because it's very expensive to do your upgrades. I'm really grateful that that doesn't knock up our the stones that are there, or the sprinklers that are there, or the scarecrows that are there. So that's cool. It just kind of works around them. So we'll just keep going here, and I want to get it all hoed up first. Even though if I may not have enough seeds, that's okay. I just want to get everything hoed up first. Now, the downside of that is if I can't plant the rest of it until tomorrow, I may have to re-hoe some things, but that's okay. Hopefully not. We'll see. So it's like, okay, here we go. And whenever you upgrade your hoe and other tools, if you hold the mouse button down, it, like in this case, instead of hoeing one little spot, look at all the spots that's hoeing up. So it increased with each upgrade that we did to our hoe. So it's like, yeah, I didn't mean to hit right there. There we go. So look at the big space it's going to fill. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Makes our job so much faster. So it's 1 o'clock. We're trying to hurry as fast as we can to get all of this hoed up and get as much planted as we humanly possibly can. Now, a smart person would have ran to town right now and get the seeds, but if I needed them, but at the same time, it's like, I gotta hoe everything. I just can't stop. Isn't that silly? Yeah, I'm a little bit silly in some ways, but that's okay. We're gonna get done here as much as we can. There we go. And we're getting clay as we go along. Look at that. We've got 11 pieces of clay. Or is that 14? 16. So, sorry, I can't really see very good. I'm sitting away from my monitor. Have to look closely so I can see what I got. And there we go. All right. Now, our entire planting area has been hoed up. The next area we need to get to is this decorative area down below our field. It's partially decorative and it's partially useful. So you see that giant cauliflower right there. There are 3 crops, one each season, that you could have giant crops show up. And I'm using them for decoration purposes. So I hoe the area right above the bee houses, which is actually one of our revenue streams here. And then I need to plant 9 seeds of the same crop. So in the spring, it's the cauliflower. So we plant 9 together, and then we have a chance, I don't know what the percentage chance is, for the cauliflower to grow into a giant one like that. So eventually what I want is melon. So if we get a cauliflower, we'll leave it the rest of the season, but when the new season rolls around, we're going to switch out and go for melon. And then if we don't get it again, then we'll go with the pumpkins in the fall. And if we get that, we'll leave that until the following summer when it's time to do melons again. So I saw this on the wonderful forums linked down below where you can showcase your farms. I saw someone arrange it kind of like this, and I thought, oh wow, I love the way that looks. So I got my bee houses there. So those are actual functional bee houses that give us honey. But then we get our decorative area there with the giant crops, which looks really cool. So anyway, putting down the fertilizer, and we're going to see if I have enough. I think I have enough to cover everything. This is the deluxe speed grow, which makes everything grow 25% faster. Even with that, for the cauliflower, the time that it takes, even with the 25% faster, we can only do 2 full harvests of cauliflower. So, and it would have been really smart for me to have stopped what I was doing and run over to Pierre's and gotten the extra seeds. That was not smart on my part, and I do not smart things all the dang time. Oh my gosh, I make so many mistakes. If you're looking for a perfect playthrough, someone who does everything perfectly the way you should do it, I'm not your person. If you want to have someone that has fun and makes fun of themselves for being a dodo head, I'm definitely your person. I will get there eventually. I will make mistakes along the way, and I did it again. I let the whole day go by without going to get the extra cauliflower seeds, which I was hoping I wouldn't need any, but hey, I do the best we can. And so I'm looking here to see if there's any spots that I missed down below. And where are we at? We got 100, a little over 100 left. I think I'm going to have enough. Even if I don't, I can go make some real quickly because I think I have enough materials to make more deluxe speed grow. So hopefully this will be enough. It's looking pretty good. I was trying to make as much as I could ahead of time. So again, when I'm doing my stuff, I'm trying to always have 500 in stock, but it's going to take a while to build up to that. We are propagating coral in our fish pond, and of course the oak resin trees are giving us lots and lots of oak resin. I'm sorry, the oak trees are giving lots and lots of oak resin. So it's like, okay, let's start with our strawberries and go all around the perimeter, and off we go. All right. Again, those are ones that give you multiple harvests. There's different plants in each season, and the strawberries make us some strawberry jelly. It's like, okay, along the top there, I think I'm gonna make it. All right, yay me. I don't have to go buy strawberries. Now let's do cauliflower and see how far down we get. And there we go. I'm really not very hopeful at this point. When we're full blown and going like crazy, then we will have 600 of each main crop each season ready before the season starts. So I just didn't have enough. I was using it in the preserve jars to make cauliflower, pickled cauliflower, and I really shouldn't have been using any. So we're gonna be hoarding it this year and not do that. Nah, there's less than 100, and we're not even gonna get close. So, oh, I shouldn't say that. We got a lot. So I guess the upside of it is I didn't have to buy 220 packets of seeds. I made them myself. So let's try to think positively here. There we go. And yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and plant every one that we have, and then we'll figure out how many more we need to go buy. And it is what it is. We did the best that we could do, and I missed a spot right there. It's like, oh, I hate when I miss spots. That's okay. We'll go ahead and get it. I hate making mistakes, but I really hate it that you guys get to see the mistakes. So, you know, it is what it is. Okay. No big deal. I'm still feeling pretty good about things. We've got a lot of cleanup to do. Man, we're doing okay. Look at all this mess down here. Oh yeah, I need to plant the my tulips. That's the tulips we grabbed from the night market this year, and I'm really glad that I did that. And then we're going to plant those right there, put our fertilizer down, and plant our seed, and our sprinkler right there will water it. So awesomeness. And let's see, I'm kind of doing a little kind of cleanup around. Look at the seasonal plants. Aren't those pretty? I love seasonal plants. I don't like the way they look in the wintertime, most of them, but I love them the rest of the seasons. So awesome. This area here, we're going to put down rice. And if you put it by the water, you don't have to water it. So it's going to make rice for us. So that's cool. We'll go grab that. We got a little bit of time left. Normally I like to get in bed by 10, but we're going to do a little extra work here so that we are closer to our goal. So awesome. Getting there. Those are rice shoots, I think. And I'm going to put the strawberries away and put I think we should put the deluxe speed grow down in the area where we're going to put the rice. We want those to grow fast too. And see how many growings we can get. It's like, okay, I got my speed grow. There we go. Deluxe speed grow. All right, so we had enough ready by the season to do everything. We may have to use some more because some of those spots that we hoed up earlier may be gone tomorrow when we go get the cauliflower seeds, but we can redo it, and we've got plenty. So awesome. We had not come down here at all. I didn't do really any of my morning chores at all. I'm gonna grab this stuff right here, and we do have more oak resin ready if we need it. So awesome. And yeah, look at that. So good. I feel proud about that. I'm glad about that. And we'll just keep going on and on and on. As you can see, you're never stuck with boredom in this game. There's always something going on. So part of it is managing your time. Look at all that fiber and stone and the oak resin. And how many does that give us? Oh my gosh, 96. So yeah, We have more than enough. We got a little bit of extra coral, but I haven't been fishing it out, so I got to go fish out the coral. But I'm really have enough deluxe speed row to get us through. I'm really happy and proud about that. We did it. We didn't have to buy any. You can buy deluxe speed grow different places. I'm not doing it because I am self-sufficient, or I will be completely self-sufficient. So there we go. All right, kiddos, it's 12:20. It's time for bed. Let's get ourselves to bed. And look at our kitty cat, and look at our hard-working Harvey. All right. Yes, we're going to sleep. First day of spring year 4. We didn't make squat, and that's okay. We don't need to. We're preparing to make a whole bunch is what we're doing. So there we go. It is now the second day of spring of year number 4. Good morning, little Rose. Good morning, Harvey Jr. Let's check the calendar. Nothing going on. I love it that there's nothing going on because we don't have time for anything else. So as you can see, our tea leaves, we don't have any tea leaves today because they only get the end of the year, the end of the last week of the year. So, and we don't have to water the plants above anymore. So now all we have to do is remember to water our coffee plant and say good morning to the family. There we go. Now let's get to work. All right. So kind of moving things around a little bit here. And we are going to have to go get seeds when the store opens. And then I thought, okay, let's go ahead and do a couple things we need to do while we're waiting for the store to open. That includes our morning chores and kind of doing a little cleanup and go check our animals. I also need to, let's see, 18 pieces of hay. I think that I ran out of hay during the winter for my animals the last day or so. And maybe it happened on the last day of spring. So I need to make a note. We need to go make a new silo because I think we're running out, and I don't want that to ever happen. I want to always have way more than we need for our animals. And eventually we're going to have more goats. There's going to be a whole bunch of goats in the barn. What I'm doing here is I want to clean up the debris, but I don't want to get rid of that hay or the grass that's growing there. So I'm just kind of carefully cleaning up. I don't want to use the silo or the scythe in the grass area and knock that grass around. So that's why I'm kind of doing it the way that I am, and kind of knock it, just using the right tools to get the acorns and the weeds and the stone and the wood and all those things. So I'm being very careful not to get rid of what's already there. We need to go plant. We need to make grass starter and plant grass for our wonderful animals. I think we already have some grass starter. Yeah, we have 61 pieces already, so we're doing pretty good shape for that. We'll have enough to at least fill up this one side. Now, some people say, why are you doing grass for your animals? Well, I read somewhere that your animals are happier eating fresh grass, plus it makes me happy to be able to provide the fresh grass for them. So I'm just going to put a few pieces around, and then it'll explode in the area. I'm also going to bring them into one side or the other. So what I do here is I let them eat grass on one side, and when they've eaten that grass down, then I move them to the other field, and then I propagate grass on the other side. So that's how I always make sure I got fresh grass for my animals. Makes you feel like I'm a good farm animal owner. So there we go. That's why I do what I am doing. So I'm going to probably leave that open for them so I can let them come out. When I leave the door open like that, see how the doors on the barn and the coop are closed? When I open it, they will come out and go into the one that I send them into to start with. So gotta get all this cleaned up. We gotta collect our produce. So we've been I'm shutting that up. Now watch what happens. I'm going to go in here and check on them real quick. And they love me. Clara loves me. So check okay, you guys are good. All right, good. So everybody's good. Collect all of our stuff. I think we went 2 days. We left them in here for 2 days. The last day of the previous season and the first day of the current season. That's why I leave that door shut, because I'm not ready usually. I'm running around doing other stuff. So I'm making a huge mistake. I was so rattled. I was putting that stuff with all that milk in there. I was like, what the heck am I doing here? So I took stuff out that I didn't mean to take out, and I got to redo it. So I need the small milks the regular milks and the regular milks, small goat milk and the large goat milks. I need to put those in there, and I needed to put my bucket away. And 1, 2, 3, there we go. All right, so I'm getting reorganized here. I got so rattled. It's like, oh my gosh, I couldn't believe that I had ran out of food, and I got so much to do, and I got to go get seeds. So it's a process, folks, and I did not mean to take that bucket with me. And I'm reorganizing that again. Jeez Louise. I'm a lost cause. 1, 2, 3, and look at all the goat milks. Put the goat milk away. Yes, there we go. Now I'm back to where we're at. I got 1, 2, 3 milks that I could put in the cheese presses. Holy moly. I got rattled. So I'll get unrattled here. Do not worry. There we go. Now we're going to go, and I still got that milk pail with me. It's like, what the heck? All right, and these guys are very unhappy. Look at that. They're not happy. See, Giga, it says that he's grumpy and a little thin. So I did bad. I ran out of hay. Oh my gosh, which is so stupid because I have extra hay in storage. I wasn't paying attention. So don't do what Rhiannon does. Pay attention. Pay attention to your animals so that they're happy. Oh my gosh, I got to get them outside into the fresh air. Holy moly. It's like, oh my heavens. Please come out. Come out. Come out. There you go. You guys go over there now. Close the door so they don't get out. There we are. Now they're going to go eat fresh grass and they'll be happy tomorrow. So, oh, I felt so bad. It's like, oh my gosh. What a terrible farm owner, animal owner I am on my farm. Jeez Louise. Oh, it's okay. We'll get it together here. Don't worry. Everybody makes mistakes every once in a while. So I got to get organized. So first day of spring, second day of spring is kind of a rush. I had run out of things in my chest, so I thought, okay, let's go get some. I took out this is the rainbow trout roe. Take that out and put in the ancient fruits, and we'll make some good money with that. So it's okay. We're doing all right. We're going to go pop that in the shipping bin along with some cheeses after we go down and check our cellar. And it's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Eventually, there's going to be a way that we can never have stones, logs, and weeds grow on our farm. Eventually. I'm not going to tell you what that is, but we will eventually have it. Let's click on the right thing here. All right. Saving up the jade. So yeah, we're saving up our jade. All right, let's put away all the resources, kind of clear our pack out here. We got so much junk in here. So there we go. All right. Moving things around. I'm going to keep that wool and put it in our sewing chest. We're going to use that eventually. And let's check down. Okay, we can put away our cheeses. Tuck those away so that when they're ready, we can start over. Aged cheese is a good money maker. I'm probably going to do a couple of rows of cheeses. So eventually we're going to need to put down some more casks. All right, put away our goodies. Get rid of the stuff we don't want. And get down here. Do the bottom chores. I really need to run to town like right now. And I missed a spot there. I was like, okay. I was kind of counting in my head how many were short in theory so that I can get enough on one try. That was what I was thinking. So I kind of sort of knew how much I needed. And it's like, okay, I think I know how much I need. So let's run to town. Let's go see Pierre again. No offense, Pierre. I like you. You're a nice enough dude. But I didn't want to have to come see you this spring, but I'm going to have to. But let's don't miss these wormy thingies. Mixed seeds. All right, we need that. That's something that we need. While I'm picking up the seeds, I wanted to explain why I'm so rattled right now. During this recording, while I was recording this, my mom called. Of course, I, paused my recording and answered my mom's call because my mom never calls me on the phone, almost never. Usually it's something that she needs. She sends me Facebook messages, which I think is really cool for a mid-80s year old person to be able to figure out how to use Facebook messages. But I answered the call, And she let me know, she didn't want me to worry, that someone tried to break into her house in the middle of the night. She lives alone and she's invalid. She lives in her reclining chair, her lift chair that she has. And she was probably 5 feet away from her front door, and 2:45 in the morning, someone tried to break in. So obviously I had to jump into gear, and she called the police. She did the right thing. She called the police, and they were to her pretty quickly, and whoever it was ran off. And so, it's terrifying. It would be terrifying as me if someone tried to break into my house. And she's an invalid sitting there with no one there, and it just upset me so much. And so that prompted me to make a whole bunch of phone calls. I had to let my siblings know what was going on. We're getting her a video doorbell, which she didn't have. Her front light on her above her door, she had one that's supposed to be motion activated. It hasn't been working right, so we had to get on that and get someone to get that fixed as soon as humanly possible. So that's why I'm rattled, and I didn't mean to make you feel sorry for me. I'm explaining something that happened that rattled me, because my gosh, it's my responsibility to take care of my mom, and I felt like I didn't do a very good job taking care of my mom because she was scared, and I never want my mom to be scared. And she hates to call people. She's always been so insanely independent, and she hates to call. She hates to let us know when something happens, because she feels like she's a bother, which then of course I have to chew her out for. She's never a bother. And I reminded her, was I a bother raising me? No, you weren't. You're a wonderful child. All my kids are wonderful children. And okay, that's all true. And look at that, I didn't buy enough color. And so I'm so rattled. I didn't even count right. So I thought, okay, now I got to go back to Pierre's. And I think they close at 5. So I'm not going to make it in time. I was so mad. Anyway, that was why I was so rattled. It was because of my mom and being so upset while I was recording. So anyway, she's fine. We're taking care of her. And I've already ordered her a video doorbell that will be arriving at her house tomorrow. And we'll get it installed and she'll be safer. And the police were wonderful, she said. There were 2 of them that came. One was a city police and one was a county. And one of them just happened to be in the area when they heard the call. So they were more than happy to come over, and they stayed with her until she was able to calm down. And I'm so grateful for that they did that. And the other one of them said they were on patrol, and they would be driving by her house multiple times during the night so that she could feel safe. So that's what happened. And you've got to do what you got to do to take care of your mom. And so we're doing the best that we can. I've got wonderful siblings that will all jump in. I have a stepfather. He's in a nursing home. That's why she's living alone right now. And so when that happened, all of my siblings jumped in, and we changed our schedules around so that she has someone help her every day. She needs someone to come over and help her. She can do some things all on her own, but everybody's jumping in and helping when they can, and so she has someone there every day to help her with her food and any needs that she has, and we're all helping take care of her, because that's what family does. So I gotta just let my siblings know what happened, and everybody jumps in and everybody helps. So I'm so grateful for my siblings who don't listen to any of my videos, because nobody is a gamer like me. But every once in a while I tell them, I talk about you in my videos sometimes, you really should watch. And I tell my mom, you really should watch, because I do talk about you. What do you say about me? I said, you got to watch. I'm not going to tell you. So unless she watches this video, she won't know that I talked about her. So, nanner. So, since I couldn't run to Pierre's to get the seeds, I thought it might be a really good idea to go ahead and chop up the fiber and replant. I knew I had enough resources to make more seeds, and this is my fiber growing area. You can grow fiber all year long, so I love it. So we never run short on fiber, and we can use fiber to make grass starter. That's one of the many uses for it. So I wanted to be able to plant plenty of grass for my animals so they are not unhappy. We don't want unhappy ones. All right, so put away. Oh, look at all that. Oh my gosh, we've got so much fiber. Oh my heavens, we've got a very sufficient supply of fiber, and I thought, okay, let's go ahead and make, it takes 10 fiber to make grass starter, so let's go ahead and make up a bunch, because I am going to go, I did only the one side of the fenced in area, and I wanted to be able to put plenty on the other side so that we can rotate them out. So what I normally do is create a whole area for growing the grass that I can cut down to make hay. So I want to put, look what they ate, all this area up here. So I thought, oh, let's go ahead and fill this in. I've got more than enough, and I've got plenty of fiber if I want more. So it's like, okay, we're going to fill this whole area in, and then I'm going to run over to the other side and clear that up and put down the grass starter, so this will fill in too, and clean all this area up. As I started to say, I think I interrupted myself. Eventually, we're going to be able to get a special item that will make no more trash and stuff on your farm every season. So that's going to come up in the future. So we got lots of unexpected things that y'all don't know about, and I don't want to do too many spoilers. So if you're watching this and you haven't ever watched before, you'll see the spoiler when it happens. I'm not going to spoil it by telling you. So I love it when people are surprised. I've got people that are watching this series who haven't played Stardew Valley before, and they are delighted by the surprises that they see. So I don't want to spoil that for them by saying you're going to get, and then fill in the blank what the name of the item is, so that you don't have to have trash on your farm anymore. I love it when they get surprised by those things. They'll have to wait and see. So as you can see, I'm just going to spread it all around, and what it'll do is, since I'm not going to have the animals on this side, this will just fill in. It'll fill in completely, and then they can go ahead and eat it up. So I'll have happy animals. We need happy animals. So I wondered if I could put some over the fence, and I couldn't, so it's okay. No big deal. I'm going to put this away. So we got plenty of grass starter now. It's getting kind of late, so let's put everything away that we can. And I got some resources from cleaning up, so we're going to keep that. I mean, awesomeness. I realized I still had my milk bucket, and of course, I went into the wrong building. It's like, what the heck am I doing here? That doesn't go there. It doesn't go there. What the heck am I doing? Milk bucket that you milk your cows and goat with would go in the barn. Jeez Louise, people. I need to get it together here. All right. And it's 10:20. Did I even go in here today? And I went in here and thought, I can't even see. I thought, whatever, we'll just deal with it tomorrow. Oh my heavens. All right. And then this little piece of that piece of weed was bugging me. I was like, get that put away. All right. Now put that away, put that away, put that away, and put that away. All right. Tomorrow. Guess what we're doing tomorrow? Do you know what we're doing tomorrow? His name starts with Pierre. We're going to go see Pierre tomorrow. Yes, definitely. And go get the rest of the seeds that we should have got on the day of the first day of spring. Holy moly. Oh yeah, and I also realized I had not gotten the coral cleaned out, and the rainbow trouts were at 10, and I don't ever want to go past 10. If I have them at 10, they can't propagate anymore, right? So when it hits 10, I pull 2 of them out so it will propagate them. Plus I want to get the roe they give me. The rainbow trout can give us special items too. So if I don't pick up the roe, they can't give me special items. So I'm catching up here. Playing catch up. Definitely playing catch up. Oh, one more. There we go. And you always leave 1 in. So there we are. I've got 5 in this one. Oh my goodness, we are really behind. And it's getting late, but that's okay. We needed to get this coral so that we can make more deluxe speed grow just in case. And I wanted to get this done so I didn't miss any more rainbow fish. Pick up the roe, pick up the fish. It's like, oh, I hate it when it says 12 and it says it's getting late. I mean, seriously, my heart starts pounding when that happens. It makes me so stressed out. It's ridiculous. It's like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to bed. Oh my gosh, I gotta go to bed. It's so silly. It's so silly to be stressed out. I'll go put the fishing pole away. It's like, all right, there we go. And the fish, and grab the bait, and I don't know why I'm doing that. I mean, really, if I don't grab the bait, though, I can't get new bait for the next day, so. It's all right, everybody. Take a breath. Everything is fine. It's like the roe doesn't go there. It goes in the shed. No, I don't want to eat rainbow trout roe. Ugh. And it's 1 o'clock. So what that means is when I do get up in the morning, you see my energy is half. I will only get half of that energy. So my energy will go up to 3/4. And you'll be able to see what I mean here because we are going to play another day. So let's see what happens. So here we are. We got a little bit of money. It's not a whole lot, and that's okay. We're not focused on that right now. Aged rainbow trout, there we go, and under some mayonnaise. So that's okay. Not too bad. We got 5,500 overnight, and we're not even trying. So good job. Day 3 of spring, year number 4. So what is our goal today? Our goal today is to make sure that we get the seeds we need from Pierre to finish planting our field, which is embarrassing that it took till day 3 to finish planting our field. We should know better. After 11-year playthrough, and this is 4 years, I should have known better. But as my wonderfully supportive husband often tells me, do not should yourself. I love that statement. I should do this. I should do that. I should have done this. I should have done that. And he says always, do not should yourself. And I love that sentiment. But, you know, it's hard. It's an easy thing to say. It's a hard thing to do. Thanks, Jody, for this basic fertilizer. Please do not tell Jody that I just tossed that in the shipping bin. I do not need it. I make my own, and it is deluxe fertilizer. So thanks anyway. We're going to do our morning chores this morning. We're going to check everyone out and see how we're doing. Oh, love, love, love. Everybody loves. All right. We want everybody to be loved. If your animals are loved, they give you higher quality products. So we want love, love, love. Everybody's loved. Oh, good. And we have the dinosaurs are happy today. That's what I was worried about. Everybody's happy today. Somebody doesn't have a full heart. That's interesting. I thought everybody had a full heart, but that's okay. That's okay. We're good. We're good. Everybody's good. We're back on schedule, doing our morning chores and getting everybody happy and getting all the produce collected and stuff like that. So again, we got kind of off a little bit with the island stuff, and then we messed up with the spring planting, but it's okay. It's going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. We got a duck egg today. That's awesome. And dinosaur egg. So all good things. So we're happy. We're going to do dinosaur mayonnaise this time. So awesome. Dinosaurs give you eggs every 7 days. Ducks every other day. Chickens every day. That's one reason why I have 2 chickens. So we've always got eggs coming. No matter what. All right. So what I couldn't see when I came in the dark is that our ancient fruit is ready to be harvested. All right. That makes Rhiannon very, very happy to harvest the ancient fruits because we can put them in the preserve jars to make jellies, which are worth a fortune. We can also put them in the kegs and make wine, which we age in the cellar to make a much bigger fortune. So awesomeness all the way around. Look at all that. Oh my gosh. Like I've said before, it's always good to have multiple revenue streams on your farm. And I like variety so I don't get bored. Oh, by the way, is this our first harvest of our cherry tree and our apricot tree? I do believe it is. So awesome. We're going to have to get some more fruit trees. We'll get around to it. We got lots of things that we need to get around to. And we will eventually. So I'm so excited that we now have cherries and apricots growing on our tree there. So awesome. We need to make a note of that so we can go buy more fruit trees and not the same ones. So, all right. Off we go. And let's see. Ancient fruits. Look at all these ancient fruits. Holy crud. So I wanted to put some more in here because we don't have anything in here that we could grow right now, and then put the rest of them in our winemaking shed. The kegs. But I call it winemaking because that's what it does. It does make other things. It makes fruit juice too. So you can make potato juice and apple juice and all kinds of stuff like that, which we may or may not do. We'll see. All right, put our cheese away and go put the mayonnaise in the shipping bin. And then you know what we're going to do after that, folks? Yes, you do. Don't forget what we're doing next. After the morning chores are done, of course, and these rocks were bugging me. I thought, I'm going to get those rocks real quick. And then it's like, okay, let's go down and just do the morning chores. The bottom, I have what I call the top morning chores and the bottom morning chores. The bottom is the bottom half of the farm. So the worm bin to get the bait, and then run down and get the roe from the fish pond, and we'll just go ahead and leave the coral there and let that keep going, and we'll have 10. See, we got an extra rainbow trout. How awesome is that? Kind of looking around over here. Okay, this whole area right here still undecided what I'm going to do. That's why it's still nothing there. And we're going to put our stuff. Oh, look at little dirt spots running across the dirt. I've never noticed that. Oh my gosh. Whenever I told you that this is not a blind playthrough, and I'd be honest with you guys, I've told you that many times, but I occasionally come across something that I don't remember. I don't remember ever seeing dirt kick up with my feet. I don't know if that was added with 1.5, if I just missed it, but that is adorable. Them kicking up dirt when I'm running on dirt, kicking up dust with my feet. That is so funny. All right, as I've said before, you know what we're going to do now. We are going to our pears and we're going to buy some seeds. And I kind of looked at how many I needed. I'm not going to do any red slime, so sorry. And Haley wants a jade. So I need to remember to grab a jade and bring that to Haley. All right. Pierre, I hate to come in here with my tail tucked and buying some seeds from you, but I have no choice. I don't want to talk about it. Goodbye. All right. So now let's go home and go plant those seeds. And on day 3 of spring, we will be fully planted. All right. Here we go. And it was down below. Yep. Now, in theory, what should happen is as soon as they start being harvested, I will run them through the seed maker until I have enough seeds to fill the entire area. And unfortunately, they're going to harvest in 3 different days. That kind of bums me out, but that's okay. We are not going to should ourselves today. And I got 13 extras, so that's fine. I was like, I only thought I needed about 5, but I thought, daggone it, I'm not going to run short. And just in case I missed it, or in case the daggone crows got some, I think I got pretty good coverage with my scarecrows and my rare crows, but I wasn't 100% sure. I get a couple extra, whatever. In theory, it'd be the last time ever. So I did want to grab a jade and go take that to Haley so we can improve our relationship with Ms. Haley. And she wanted a jade. And as I have said so many times, you want to keep your charcoal kiln and your furnaces cranking. Very important. Because you never know when you're going to need some bars for something. And the only way to do that is if you work ahead of time. And I don't want to have a whole bunch more furnaces on my farm. So 2's good. As long as I keep working at them and don't let them sit, then we're good. So I'm going to run to town real quick and go find Haley and give her a jade. She'll give us money and we get friendship points for doing tasks for people. And we're working on Haley's friendship, so that's a good one to work on. So if anybody that I'm working on the relationship or I don't have full hearts with, I'll do a task for them if it's not too hard. Well, looky here. Looky there. Alex, who said to me to tell... Alex told me to tell Haley he was busy, and here he is sitting in her house. Now, how curious is that? Very is the answer to that question. All right, let's see. We get 600. We'll take the 600 gold. We made it on the final day. And let's see where our friendship is with Ms. Haley. And Harvey Jr., by the way, is only 1 heart away from full. Haley, where are you? My goal is to have 8 hearts with each person to start off with, so we are only 2 hearts away with Haley. So we got 1 more with Clint, one with Elliot, and Haley's 2. Alex is 4 more, so that's okay. And I update my list each time. I do have an actual physical list, which I've shown before. Yeah, go play, Alex. And he's kind of evil looking. I don't know what it is about his face. His character face, he kind of looks ornery, like he's up to something. I thought that was kind of curious. So, I've showed it before. I do have an actual physical, it's not a physical, it's a Microsoft OneNote that I use for making a list of friends. So when it's time to update that, I've showed it, I think a couple or 3 episodes ago, I showed that list. 100 pieces of bone for my studies. Gunther went to 100 pieces of bone. I don't have even close to that, so that's not happening. That's the advanced quest board. It's a late game quest board. Now, I will check it periodically because there are some things that we could do, i.e. we now have a sewing machine in our sewing room because of that quest board. So there's a few things that we are able to do at this point. I'll just keep checking the board and watching because you never know when I'll be able to do one. So let's keep an eye on it. We are going to head on back to the farm now. We got lots of things that we need to get to. Get to it. You know, it's funny, when I was a kid, my dad would tell me I needed to do chores. And I would say I would when I got around to it, right? So I get home from school one day, and taped to my stereo, yes, I had a little stereo, was a piece of paper, and it had a big circle, and inside the circle it said round to it, right? So if you look at that, it is a round to it. So my dad gave me a round to it, meaning get to the chores. He was awesome. My dad's been gone a few years now, but he had a sense of humor with his strictness, and so it's pretty funny. So he gave me a round to it so I could get around to it. So get to it, in other words. Okay, let's see. It's 3:10 p.m. and kind of just taking a look around here. Okay, look at the rice. Oh, that looks awesome. And also thought maybe I should get some more hay to fill those silos, and I definitely need to grow. Yeah, I definitely need to get another silo built so that our animals never, ever, ever, ever run out of food again. That upset me so much. I can't tell you how much that upset me. So anyway, I kind of just cleaning up the area here a little bit, and I'm looking at these trees. Some of these trees along the bottom fence area around that pond, I planted them on purpose. Because I want it for decoration. So I've got an idea of what I want it to look like. Very similar to my 11-year farm screenshot, which I show periodically. And I will be doing that very soon. And it's time to do a progression. I call my progression screenshots from day one when we got here to where we're at right now to where we're kind of going. So we'll be doing that very soon. I gotta get to it. I need a round to it. Oh my gosh. Keep going back to that. So anyway. All right. I thought that for the rest of the day I could do a little bit of gifting. And so I have like 4 people that I work on at a time. And I was hoping that I could, I know Haley likes, I think it's coconuts. Haley likes coconuts of my list of people that I'm giving gifts to. And so I thought I would grab, like I said, just grab a few gifts and try to hit people in town. I kind of know where they mostly are. And we know that one person I'm giving a gift to loves amethyst. And I had, I think is it Elliot that likes pomegranate, and he also likes crab cakes. And I thought that I had the recipe maybe for crab cakes. I wasn't sure. So I grabbed a crab and I went to the stove to try it out. And I do not see crab cakes as my known recipes. I'm looking. And I thought, okay, have I missed it? These are all the things that I can make. So all the question mark ones are recipes we don't have yet. So you get recipes in a number of ways. One is watching the TV Queen of Sauce that first year, and I think I got all of those. And then as you make friends with people, they send you recipes and stuff. And so there's a lot of recipes that I just don't have yet, as you can see. So eventually we're gonna have to get those recipes, but we'll get them. I'm just like, I cannot believe I don't know how to make crab cakes. It's like, nope, not happening. So Mr. Elliot is not gonna get any crab cakes yet. I just thought it'd be a good use of all those crabs that we've been shoving away. So I think most of this food doesn't have a use. I mean, a lot of people may request it. But some of it is good, is very good for helping you with whatever you're doing. If you're farming or you're mining or finding creatures, they can give you buffs that are really helpful. Luck is a good thing to have. So anyways, I thought, you know what? Let's just go and with what we've got here. And then if you ever start to go, you ever start to leave the house and realize you don't, I said this earlier and I'm saying it again. You start to leave the house and realize that you don't have something. It's like, wait a minute. Alex likes complete breakfast. I should have remembered that. In my very first playthrough that I stopped after a while because I didn't like the farm layout, that was my very first try. I was married to Alex. He's a complete breakfast person. So I can make him complete breakfast, and he was happy as a clam. My 11-year playthrough, which was the second one that I did, I married Harvey, and he makes me complete breakfasts all the time. So that is really handy for being really good friends with Alex, because he liked complete breakfast. So Haley likes coconuts. It's like, okay, why can I not talk to you? I can't talk to you? Okay, I will give you a coconut. There we go. His favorite thing. Well, I'm so happy that it's your favorite thing. I just happen to know that. It's on my Microsoft OneNote. Okay, so we have got... oh, hello there, Miss Penny. She's so sweet. She's a teacher. And let's see here. A lot of people often are hanging out in here, so that's why I'm coming in here to look. When I'm looking for somebody, I don't know where Alex is. He's probably at home. We'll find who we need. Not to worry. Oop, hello, Clint. Clint! That's who we're going to get the... A little messy. I've been working on the furnace all day. He likes amethyst. There's a lot of stones that he likes. But I think I could be best friends with him. We were short friends. I was looking at his list and I'm not best friends with him yet. So, okay. And we're going to pick that daffodil up and we're going to run in here and see if Alex is home. Look at the time. Look at the time. If I had gone there first, instead of seeing Clint first, I could have gone in there. I was so aggravated with myself. Okay, I'm shoulding myself. I'm sorry. I don't mean to should myself, but I should have. So that was not good planning on my part. So anyway, if you're wanting someone who plays this game perfectly, again, I'm going to say this again. This is not a short-term memory thing. This is just a reiteration. If you want somebody who plays this game perfectly in the most efficient way, I'm not it. I do the best that I can, but I'm a normal human being. Daffodils, yeah, or dandelions, yes. We're going to pick those up. Pierre likes those. So we can end up best friends with Pierre just for giving him a nasty old dandelion. Oh, they're not nasty. They're pretty. I love dandelions. They're pretty. I didn't mean to hurt their feeling. I'm so sorry. All right, so what is it? 9:10 p.m. It's getting kind of late. We should put our stuff away. We've had a frustrating day. We've had a frustrating 3 days, really, and it's like, okay, I'm feeling better now, but let's put some stuff away and get some sleep. That seems like a really good idea. There we go. And I got to reorganize them because they're out of order. Yes, I have to put them in order of quality. I must. Okay, there we go. And what is that? Or take our complete breakfast and go home. And let's see. There's a stone there. Let's get rid of that. So I'm not really sure where I'm going to put our new silos. I never have put the silos there before, to be honest with you, and I kind of like it. I kind of like the way they look. So I'm thinking, it's like kind of cleaning up here. I'm thinking of maybe moving the silos around and keeping them up there instead of where I was going to put them. So, not sure. They just kind of look cool behind those sheds. So, we'll see. We shall see. Normally, see that area to the left, right where I'm standing? There's just enough room to put 4 silos right there, and that's where I've always kept them, but I may change my mind on that. We'll see. I'm kind of, like I said, the 11-year farm that I show the screenshots of, and I will soon, that is my floor plan. That's my blueprint for what I'm planning on doing. But I did say that there would be a few changes, and I'm thinking one of those changes might be the silos, because that looks pretty cool right where they're at. So, but I don't know where I'm going to put them, because I usually end up with 4 silos. So I don't know. We'll see. Just kind of looking around here. What else can I clean up? What can I finish up before the end of the day and be productive? So I'm feeling like I'm pretty productive. And it's 11:20 at night. Let's put away our complete breakfast. And maybe we should hop into bed and call it a day. So thank you for following along. I do appreciate you so much. The secret word of the day is should. Please use that word down in the comments section. I do appreciate you doing that. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel and give those videos a like. All of that really does make my day every single morning. And the most important thing, by the way, is I want you to have a wonderful rest of your day.